Welcome to the shit show.
We got
fun and games. There we are. Welcome, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to episode 89, Sunset over Vengalia. We are so excited to be here. Next week, we'll be
Cosplay day.
cosplaying it up. What up, bitches? We'll look good. Episode 90 next week, guys. We will all be dressed up as Rakshasas. Next year's Halloween costume, we're just all Rakshasa.
I'll agree to it, but I'm gonna be the post combat variant. So there's just gonna be a sign in the chair that says I'm dead.
I like it.
You're already wearing an orange shirt. You're partway there.
I'm most of the way there.
I'm gonna get one of those little tiger baby onesies, and I'll just tape it to my front, and I'll be the regenerating Rakshasa.
Different stages of Rakshasa.
This will be great.
And then somebody will show up as Tony the Tiger on misunderstanding the assignment.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna actually
the blue bandana.
I was actually gonna buy a Tigger costume, like from Winnie the Pooh, and just come in that way because he says the tiger stripes and stuff. Wonderful life for me. I don't want to sing the rest because I don't want us to get copyrighted.
A wonderful life for me. I don't remember T.I. Double Gutter ever saying that, but it's fine. Matt, we had shows on Monday.
We did.
A show.
Yeah.
Tell us about the tales of the tales.
The tales of toy.
The toys.
The as yet to be named adventuring group has leveled up. They're level 5 now. Oh,
yay!
It's a big time.
What level did y'all start?
1.
Oh, you guys are leveling up quick.
Well, it's episode 40.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's actually been longer than that in terms of time, just because we've had a bunch of little side arcs and mini campaigns and stuff. But yeah,
okay,
it was very fun. We've sort of finished a level of the dungeon, and it's gonna be up to the players where they want to go to next. There's a couple of areas that have not been explored in the overarching dungeon. This is the first. No, not the first. The Sunless Citadel had 2 maps, but this one has 5 maps. So y'all. It's a lot of maps in this dungeon that y'all have seen 3 of so far. So yeah, there's potentially a dragon fight coming up. You might go back into the Glitterhame and poke your heads around the stinky lizard people. And there's another area that leads off of the Glitterhame that y'all technically don't even have a reason to go in there. But if you want to go exploring, you can explore. Part of the fun.
Stinky lizard people with my nickname in high school.
Where was the other area that we missed?
It's not like you walked past it. It's you didn't even go into the room that would have had an option of going to the other place.
Cool.
If Narcissa
is this the good place or the bad place?
It's a middling place. There's good and bad. It's a dungeon crawl. Every room is either good or bad.
Yeah, it's all exciting.
So there's a 50-50 chance?
Exactly. If Narcissa had not lockpicked the hell out of that door that led into the foundry, y'all would have had to go to this room to get a key to go to the foundry.
You know, you could have stopped that with just a second lock. All right. And then this week we have TPK on Friday.
Dude.
And they're going to probably K the P out of that T.
Chaos the party out of that total.
Totally. And then is it next week that we're back with
Fourth
Total
Friday.
Party Psyos?
Total Party Psyos.
Woo!
Don't want to jinx it, but there's rumor that we might have another person there.
Swear to God, there's no minimum height for this ride. Fucking show up, Billy. I'm ready for it. Let's do this.
You've got a parent and a guardian with you, so you can ride no matter what. But this week is just the standard chaos for the Total Party. Haley, since you're on every show, tell us about that one. What's going on with that one? I just want to know what's going on. I haven't watched it.
Yes. We've been finally let out of quarantine. The team has, and we're headed. We went to a town that is destroyed, which Ash and her brother were responsible in building up in the first place. But they kind of hate them both at the moment because our employee there ran off, leaving the town, just to fall to pieces. But there's some creepy going on, and there's bug pieces everywhere, and the people are growing bug stuff, and we're just trying to figure out what's happening. A couple of rivals there.
We got to meet your Dami Mommy.
Yes, you did. You got to meet my mum last episode, which was really exciting. Business mum. She is not a nice person. So there's trigger warning on that. But yeah, no, go check out the episodes. It's so much fun, and there's lots of lore and lots of stuff that's coming out, and yeah, super exciting.
We love it. We do, and we have sponsors.
We do.
Do we have a new one this week? There's a Factor something. What was it last week?
Factor 75 is preaching the good word about 75% off or something. Nightbot will tell you all about Factor 75. I can't remember it off the top of my head. And I have way too much. I have way too much going on. There's a Patreon to manage. I have too much happening. If you haven't joined the Patreon, you absolutely should.
It's a Patreon. But let me also plug one more time: Temperamental Upgrades.
Yeah.
You guys, there's like 2 days left to back the project?
I think like 2 days left, and we're just over 300% funded, which is wild.
You guys are like $87 away from $2,000 right now. Your goal was what, like 500 or something like that?
Originally 500, yep. And if you, Colin and I were talking about it, and we didn't have any like stretch goals. We didn't think we'd get this far. But we were like, hey, wouldn't it be as like a thank you for surpassing expectations? Everyone, even if you back it for like $1, even if you don't get enough to get like the PDF or the actual physical zine, you will get a new class for Cyborg, the Cut Off Nepo Baby. So basically, you are the child of someone important in the like hierarchy, the capitalist hierarchy of Psy, and you've been cut off. You're a punk now. You got to deal with it, but maybe you can cash in a little bit on some of that lingering privilege, the privilege.
Absolutely fantastic.
The art for it is fucking incredible. I don't know how Conlon created the most Zuckerbergian looking NPC, but it looks like the like love child of Zuckerberg and Bezos. His head pops off and there's wires coming out of it. It's incredible. I love the art.
Well, I'm excited. I'm super excited. You become Baron Trump.
I also saw Roberta say that. That was my little. Oh. And hello, Rat in a Hat. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome as we get a little too close to the sun.
We're getting canceled for being fucking awesome. That's
too fucking rad.
Rad, whatever. It's it is episode 89. I'm allowed to make that mistake today. I don't know why, but I am.
You're allowed to make mistakes all the time.
Yes! Got the permission right there. All right, everybody. Buckle up.
I take backs.
Get those knuckles ready for poppins, and that Mary ready for not poppins, because that's a Disney copyright. But I don't know. I literally just talk.
I know, and I'm scared.
I just open my mouth and see what happens. It's crazy.
Dustin got nervous.
Nah, fam. Never that. Let us once again return to the sunset over Vengalia. When last we left off, the heroes were engaged in combat, having just slaughtered the Rakshasa and the Rakshasa's minions. But the issue was Nemea encountering the devils, seeing the combat and all that, was primal rage was triggered once again. Nemea attacked the party, knocked out Chorus, leaving Chorus bleeding on the ground. Assaulted Alma and little salt and sugar, and continued to attack everybody until she was calmed through the lack of attacks back against her, people withdrawing and allowing her to calm down. In the process, Nemea, ashamed of her actions, flew off to the mountains. While Nemea was off in the mountains, Void decided to harvest the leavings of the devils before they vanished.
The devil
having
scat.
A pretty devil scat. Got quite a good harvest, actually. A pretty good haul. You rolled really well in your harvesting.
It's like
Alma
that
was
Triceratops mound.
yuck. Alma was pretty upset with the fight that they were not. She was not able to bring Nemea down as a result of Nemea's actions. Edie and Chorus decided to use torches to set up a "I love you" heart thing just to summon Nemea, because they didn't see her fly off or where she went. But they put a heart out of torches around outside town. But while Nemea was in the mountains, she attempted to make a connection. She decided that since the gods weren't going to speak to her, maybe someone else would. And she reached out to Levistus and made contacts and got some questions answered with more questions. And maybe he has more questions now than previously did. Left the conversation confused and potentially marked with a feeling of cold around her heart. Alma and Void spoke with Valmir and Zoro to thank them for their hospitality and move on. Alma got to spend one last night with Zoro, and then in the morning was able to use greater restoration to bring Edie back to her beautiful, youthful self, where she proceeded to do a cartwheel in the living room and slam into the bookshelf that was in there. When everybody was all ready, Edie used Teleportation Circle to take everyone to Fortrose, leaving, for now, the village behind, leaving the title of Auntie Almond behind, leaving loved ones and family, hoping that the soldiers that were there were going to be able to do what needed to be done to protect Galefall or get more reinforcements. You materialized in Fortrose. What are you guys going to do? Oh, and Edie also said, "Don't shit where you eat."
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We learned about euphemisms.
Which was not a euphemism. Although maybe it
I
should
swear,
have
if I
been.
have to type that word one more time.
Is
Great.
Fortress looking any different than how we left it? Does it look like it's recovered since a certain fish boy decided to show up out of nowhere from the ocean?
You guys have only been gone for
2 weeks.
If that, yeah, you haven't been gone very long. However long it took you to travel north, and then a few days in Galefall. So it's still in the process of repairs. They've made some progress because they did leave some soldiers behind and whatnot. But it's still relatively a rebuilding stage.
I guess our first order of business would be to check in on Micah, yeah?
You can't cast that spell again today, correct?
No.
But still, checking in. Well, actually, where did we show up? Because wouldn't it be to the teleportation circle that Edie knows, which is Micah's?
Sure would be.
So we're pretty close to Micah, or at least his tower.
We're standing in his living room right now.
Micah's just staring at us like...
Hi. Now, where did we pop up? In his tower? Is he there?
I think it's in his tower.
Yeah. You look around and yeah, sure enough, he's there sitting at his desk, but he appears to be kind of slumped over asleep at his desk. A little bit of drool like running out his mouth.
Oh, thank God he won't say this. Why?
You didn't like that one?
That is not my preferred method of travel.
Just wait until it's gonna be random.
Oh, no.
Random?
What do you mean
Yeah,
by
when
random?
I get stronger. Do you not feel what you're gonna get when you get stronger?
I mean, to a certain extent. I guess I don't feel it so much as I practice it. I'm aware of what I'm attempting to do.
Oh. I have to feel it. Or Ellie tells me.
That's cool. I look forward to the randomness. It's like Misty Step, but it feels bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go up to Micah and make sure he is alive.
Make a medicine check.
Medicine. +1 medicine. What?
I was about to give Dustin shit, and I'm just like, no, don't start the episode. What is the failure state of this medicine check? What are the failure and success?
He wants to go check and make sure he's alive, so I'm just checking to see what she would know.
Sure.
Yeah. I got a 13.
Okay. You come up to him and you see he's breathing and you see the drool running out and like, yeah, good enough.
Yeah.
Looks like he's.
Cool.
I understand that things that breathe are usually alive.
I know.
If she'd rolled really low, she was going to try to take his pulse like on the back of his head or something, you know.
Okay.
Just not be sure.
You think he's dead? I just trauma response. I was just like, what? Where is this roll going for a second? I'm sorry.
We were going to have to find out,
sorry.
I suppose.
I'm going to try and like nudge him awake very gently. What time is it? Morning?
You guys left in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I'm saying good morning.
The version of the interflection of the word. Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi.
You're back.
Yes.
And he like reaches up and touches your face and just you're
I'm
back. This is amazing.
We found
Just
a
keeps
way
like
to
doing like the
fix-
full on like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Like just,
We found a way to fix it as her face is getting smooshed.
excellent.
But we will have to wait one more day to be able to do it again. Unless, of course, you know how to do the spell. But then I imagine you would have tried that already. Well, I don't know how it works. Alma does.
How does it work?
Well, I've expended the usage for today, but all it needs is just diamond dust. That's really all there is to it.
That seems plausible,
It's
I
an
suppose.
extreme exfoliation.
Really gets down to that base layer.
That would hurt
Remove
so
some
bad.
time. It really would.
That would-
Oh God! Oh
But
God!
also it implies that underneath old people is just their
Is
younger
young
selves
people.
below. Yes. That you grow layers and you get older.
That's how trees work.
Yeah, exactly. Do trees go from the outside in or from the inside
Inside
out?
out.
Inside out.
That's why there's rings.
Mhm.
You can count how old they are supposedly by seeing the rings. Of course, the only way to know how old they are is by killing them. So, you know,
Yeah.
whoops.
No, I think
Autopsies
you
are
can do,
really
like,
dark.
You can do a drilling into it and take like a
You can
long
core it.
little
Yeah.
core it. That's the one.
Oh, that still
Which
seems
I'm
really uncomfortable.
Sure, probably hurts if you did it to a human.
Yeah.
But it'd be
Wait,
fine.
we are off
actually,
topic
I
now.
think.
Okay.
When are we not?
Welcome to biology.
Micah, I
Yes.
think it's a restoration spell that Alma used. We'll have to wait until tomorrow till they get it back recharged up.
One more day of having to pee all night long doesn't seem too terrible.
No, it was
I can
great.
stop eating dinner at 4. This is exciting.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Although the
And I
buffets.
want to quickly do an eye around the room. This room's big enough that it had a teleportation circle in it. That's enough thought for Edie to just do another cartwheel.
There you go. You do your cartwheel, and this time, you know what? Go ahead and do that acrobatics check for me. I just want to see.
How many bookshelves will you take out?
30-20.
Yeah, you do a cartwheel and like intentionally like swoop by the
Do a
bookshelf
round
for a
off at
moment,
the
and
end,
everybody's like,
land 2 feet.
like everybody who saw you in Valmir's or Zoro's home, like, oh my god, she's gonna hit another one, but this time you like, haha, beaches, and you avoid the bookshelves intentionally, and yeah, round off, you nail it, stick the landing, and it's like clap clap.
Yep.
Hands up. Everybody holds up signs.
The Kardeshi judge only gives a 9.
He's not getting any cookies after this.
You didn't even like those cookies.
Yeah, but that's exactly right. I was going to give him out to the judges.
There we go.
Fair. I deserve this.
But
Since we're here, I've got plans, things I need to do, and my IBS is really flaring up, so I'm gonna go. It's canon now.
okay.
I'm gonna go take care of looking for some supplies and an outhouse. Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.
Just the slowest old man ever. Okay, bye.
No, that was chorus.
No, that was chorus.
That was
Yeah,
Sorry.
his IBS
Which
is
made me
flaring up.
think that, yeah, what are we doing? We just need to wait.
Well,
Uh,
we could
he's-
shop.
Sure.
He's not
Or
gonna
what?
run off and do the whole orphanage thingy by himself, is he?
He better not.
Not with my IBS.
What did you eat?
I don't
I
know.
found some bits and pieces the other day and I put it into a big amalgamation and I waited 3 days and then I gave it to him.
Thought it was the
bad.
cookies.
Now that's a prank.
I thought it'd
Be
be
better than my
nice.
stink bombs.
Yeah, there's a much better prank than a stink bomb. No.
But I mean, we do have a Fortrose seemed reasonably well supplied last time. We could get some more diamonds if we need to. Now that we know that Greater Restoration is potentially a catch-all for several problems, we could see about selling some stuff. I actually wanted to distribute some of these scrolls that we got last time. We've just sort of been accumulating because I can't hardly use any of them, and that's not good. One of them we might be able to sell, get some more provisions. Yeah.
What one will we sell?
This one, and I'm gonna pull out a spell scroll of Enthrall, which is only a Bard or Warlock spell, so none of us can cast it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Might be able to.
I would like to enthrall you.
Don't you fucking play this weird game with me. 89
I'll
episodes.
play all the games.
89 episodes of, but I can't do magic.
And
Of
Weird
the
cinnamon-
Eldritch Blast.
Weird cinnamon toast
closet
crunch
out.
wings. Don't even give me this shit started.
I also want to start pitching my Edie stick to all the magic shops everywhere.
Oh yeah, we should find a lawyer, patent it,
Yeah.
so no one can steal or copy your idea.
what was that
Patent
word?
I heard it too. We're moving it along.
We'll just
It's my Australian accent.
Ways.
so good.
Nar.
Oh no.
The condensation.
It's patented.
Patented. Patented.
That one.
We gotta say it like Americans so they can understand us.
Oh god.
You went a bit Scottish there.
I did, yeah. I don't know
I don't know.
what I was trying to do, but it felt nice, so we just went.
Felt nice.
Language is a beautiful thing.
I was worried that we'd run out of stuff to do with Conlon not here and us approaching Dune. Not at this
No.
rate.
It turns out that without Conlon staring at us all in silence, making us think that we need to hurry up and move on, we just keep
Just him
going.
brooding in the corner. All we needed to do was take a walk, a great big dump. Problem solved. Wow.
What's he been holding in? You know what I mean?
If you gotta go, my dude, just go. Like, how many times have we stopped on the road and camped? Just walk a couple 100 meters and go. Dig a little hole. Edie has toilet paper.
Learn some new words.
Exactly.
I'm gonna cast Zephyr shit.
Like
I
make
get
a
an extra
survival check.
action.
We do love Colin.
That's why he's never able to survive in combat. He's too busy upset in the gut.
The con saves that he has to make that you guys don't see.
This fucking sudden wave of shade. I never expected it. Remind me to never miss another episode. I'm setting myself up for a fucking roast.
You know what Conlon needs to do? He
Never
needs
miss
to get 50% off his first box of Factor 75.
There it is.
Eat better.
Yeah.
Clean that gut stuff up. Get that gut health back.
Get it.
Yep.
What's
Told
funny
you.
is
Get some
Conlon
fiber.
actually does use Factor 75.
I know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's why he's finally able to
Forrest
shit.
that has the IBS, not Conlon. So let's
we
set that
didn't
apart.
do the Patreon.
I mentioned it briefly, but now we are in Fortrose,
Now we have the
and
link.
how do we want to divvy this? Does anyone want to go shopping in particular? We are sort of just burning
Is
a
there
day.
anything
That's
fun
okay.
to
though.
buy? Let's have a look. Let's go find out.
We just
Bye,
wander the
Micah.
streets, see what's up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I will.
Maybe the cookie subscription place exists here.
I'm gonna hang back. I'm gonna start scrolling through my notes because I'm gonna ask a thing that I would bet Micah remembers, maybe, but Dustin might not have. Micah, were you able to make much progress in some of that research we were talking about before we left?
I'm an old man, so I hope you'll remind me of which research that was.
I'm episode 71.
Okay, just a moment, please.
Transcriptions for the win. You're welcome.
This is actually my
His
personal
eyes, you
notes.
see his eyes start like.
Yep.
Downloading file.
Downloading file. Actually, no, it's later on.
I'm not a geologist.
I'm. Oh goodness.
I'm a doctor, man, not a physicist.
I'm a doctor, not a physicist. Anything with Ungar Stormbringer?
Okay, why don't you ask me specifically what you're wanting to know?
Ungar
'Cause I'm
Stormbringer.
Yeah, because I'm looking right here. It says you wanted to know the last known location. He was in. It's Welderland, by the I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not Wenderland. Your body is a Wenderland. So I was just reading that. So yes, he was in Welderland. And he is
Does Micah know anything else about him?
he is put out. Okay, so he's like I've sent out messages trying to determine a more finite location, and waiting word back. But he was working for the king, last I heard.
The King of Welderland.
Correct.
So
Good to know.
that's a different king than our king.
Yes.
They're different kings for the. So on this continent there are 3 kings.
3.
Well,
Yep.
2,
Well, yes.
The one
3.
that's dead.
Because there's the
and
one
the
that's
other
dead,
2?
and the other 2. So it's currently only 2, waiting a third again.
Excellent.
Don't we have the orb? Do we want to scry again?
I was thinking about scrying on Snurry,
Yes.
or it's only once a day. So there's Snurry. There's the dude we saw Snurry talking to, which I have technically seen once now, and therefore could attempt.
Because did they hand off the wand?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't even need Snurry right this moment.
Right this second, not necessarily.
Yeah.
We really just need
If
the
anything-
wand.
Yeah. If anything, the person that has the one might be able to tell us the way that they contacted Snurry.
Mhm.
Because it might be a secret way, which is not bad.
But that's gonna be a long shot because I don't really know them well, right? We had all the advantages scrying on Snurry because I know her well, associated item, all that kind of stuff.
We could try. Can you scry on items? It's not a thing, is it?
No, just people.
Do we have a locate object spell?
The other
Like
option, the incinerator, just to see where it actually is, so that maybe we know whether or not the bag plan is working.
Yeah.
Because theoretically, there's
That
only
is a
been
good
like
plan.
1 day of development for these other two, and Snurry can apparently see scrying detections and kill them, and the other guy is a long shot. I'm all for a long shot, but I just didn't want to waste it. The incinerator might be a good data point to know while we're theoretically moving around the area that it's somewhere in. But
Yeah.
You think we may have teleported closer to it?
it hasn't shown up yet, so maybe it's sitting in a mountain looking up, being like, why can't I get the palimpsest dot that was there? It could be still taking a long time to roam its way, and maybe it's only just gotten past Cezanne. The timeline could be maybe
a
each
good
time it
timing.
dies, it takes longer to rejuvenate. I don't know. There's many unknowns.
But what we should do next time is for sure, as soon as we kill it next,
Scry on it,
scry on it.
just to see. Yeah.
Just to see where it starts, right? That would be a good. But yeah, no,
We-
I think that's a great idea.
Is the scrying spell that broad?
Well,
If you scry on the incinerator, you can only see the incinerator and blurriness, right?
no, you can see
No, you
that
can see the immediate area around it. I'm
This-
pretty sure.
this is a critical roleism. Mercer has ruled it that way. What you actually get is a sensor that's within 10 feet of your target that you can see through as if you were you. So it's like you're standing
okay.
next to the person you scried on.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like in Baldur's Gate, you got the little eyes that
Ow.
follow you everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you are. You are that eye.
Yeah.
And so you could be like.
Oh, so you see a radius. Okay. Sorry.
Yep.
You can tell where I learned
Dude.
D&D from.
No, we all have those. We all have the weird, like, I heard this rule once on a thing.
And that's what I think it is. Yeah,
Yep.
100%. I've done it 100 times.
I had no reason to think otherwise.
Yep.
And also, I don't use magic. No.
And not many people get to cast fifth level spells. So,
No.
if we think the incinerator, then I can just go ahead and do that
Do it.
now.
Yeah, do it.
Show me angry metal dude. And I'm just gonna do scrying on the incinerator.
Let me check something here really quick.
Is the incinerator an object?
It is a creature. It's a creature
Okay.
by the rules of the game, because even though it's a construct.
Right.
I couldn't remember if it had like a crazy magic immunity thing. I know we can't change its shape, because enlarge
Right. That's what
reduce
I'm
doesn't work.
checking right now to
Yeah.
see if it's.
I didn't think divination didn't work on it, but I can't remember.
That's what I'm looking.
If it doesn't, we'll find out now.
Yeah. It looks like has advantage
Taylor's-
on saving throws.
You shake it and say, better not tell you now.
Better not tell you now. It's right behind you.
Condition immunities doesn't say anything about that. Immune to any spell or effect that would alter its form and is not affected by spells of enchantment or illusion school of magic, but doesn't say anything about divination that I can see. But it does have advantage
Yes.
on saving throws.
Would it count as familiar or first hand or somewhere in between
I would
there?
say first hand
Okay.
because you don't know it. You've seen it twice.
Yeah.
You don't have like an intimate connection to it.
There's nothing more intimate than someone trying to kill me.
Well, that's fair. But I would say you don't know it well. Like you don't understand its motivations and stuff like that. You don't. You
True.
So
I'm
you
I'm
met the target.
hooking for anything between a 0 and a -5 debuff on its save, just because it
You
also
got the
has
0.
advantage. You got the 0. Dope. Dang it.
Okay. So what's the number it needs to beat to resist the
I
save?
believe 15. Nope, 17.
Ooh. With I don't think any modifiers. What type of save is this?
Wisdom.
It does have tons of modifiers. Sorry, I
Getting
was
our
just looking at
hopes
the-
up. You fucking tease.
We see what those numbers are. You focus on the crystal ball. Show me the incinerator. And the ball lights up. And you hear like this thump, thump, thump as you hear the stomping of this big, heavy footprint. And you see snow blowing all around and mountains. You see the entrance to a cave. It looks like the cave where you guys had just been a few days before. As it's heading away from there, like it had been headed there, only to recognize that the target it seeks is no longer in the vicinity and is now heading back.
So it's not Palimpsest.
Would I be able, so there's, can I insight check or investigation? Can I figure out, is it looking for me or is it looking for Palimpsest? Because I did take Palimpsest out of the bag and there was a small window before Chorus put non-detection on it. So it might have pinged on that. Or does it seem...
Does non-detection have a timer?
It does it for 8 hours, but the Palimpsest would have gone back in the bag before the 8 hours expired.
You can make...
I don't know if I can
taken it
make
out
this roll
since.
because I mean it's a machine. It doesn't
Yeah,
have
it is-
emotions.
I'll say... Yeah, it's really hard. You can make an intelligence check, just a straight intelligence check to...
Okay. There's all kinds of numbers on this dice. Okay, 19.
You're thinking about the things that you've learned from the incinerator, from the history, from the people that you have talked to about it, from the stuff that Sinbar has told you. From what you understand, the incinerator is an assassin. It is just a big, unstoppable behemoth of an assassin that will not stop until the target that it has been tasked with eliminating is eliminated. The item itself may not be what it's after. It may be the person. And the fact that you have been able to jump around so much recently has helped your case a lot. Gives you a little bit more of a cushion. But maybe it's not palimpsest.
I guess maybe a follow-on question then: does it seem like it's tracking through like physical means, with like maybe some magical, like does it magically know where I am? Since it was like moving to the cave and then moved back, it's almost like it's having to follow where I've been. Would that make sense?
Yeah, so you're like kind of like, is it tracking like your scent or your footsteps kind of thing?
Yeah.
It kind of, I'm gonna say it kind of is like it feels kind of like a radar kind of thing where every once in a while it gets a ping of your location just from knowing your identity kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And so it's not like a constant state of I know where you're at. It gets a ping.
Gotcha.
Is what I'm going with.
Cool.
What it was originally intended to be, I don't know, but that's what it is now.
It's whatever you want it to be. You're God.
It's canon, bitch. Don't forget that.
Thank you, God Daddy.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll watch it through just to like get a sense of its movement speed, just to like basically updating the equation in Void's head of how fast do I need to be worried about this thing.
And
But-
is it heading to
And it
You
looks like
can
it's heading
see that
south
for-
now, yeah.
Yeah.
The speed appears to be relative to what a normal being walks. It doesn't appear to be faster or slower. Just constant. It doesn't need to rest ever.
Yeah,
So it just keeps going.
cool. Okay. Once the scry ends. Whew, okay. Good news. It's far away from here. It's actually at Rannoch's cave. I believe. The bad news, well, the middling news, is that I think it is tracking me, not palimpsest. Which is good, because now I can use a very valuable tool that we have at our disposal. Yeah, I'm the problem, it's me.
So what's the bad news on top of that, then?
Well, my worry would be for Galefall, in that it might go through Galefall, tracking where we've been. But as a word of calm and soothingness, Alma, the first time we fought it was in Cezanne, very populated city. It was only messing with us. So it's entirely likely that even if it walked up to Galefall or through Galefall, it would do so in like a peaceful manner. It would not like the giants did in Dune. I think this is a very different thing.
Otherwise, everyone would be trying to knock it down dead.
Yeah, it would not have a very effective pursuit.
Yeah.
Great. Let's just go to town then, since we at least know where the incinerator is and get everything we need.
Yes, on foot, I'd say we at least have a week, 5 days before it can catch up with us. We might meet it in Dune. Hard to say. So just be aware.
Maybe we could use it to burn down the village. The orphanage. That way our hands are clean.
Maybe. We'd have to put me in the orphanage and then just watch Bedlam happen.
I don't feel comfortable using you as bait.
There's an option.
Void is a masturbator.
Leaving that alone. No, I was going to ask Albert if there was a, is there an enchanter here or in town? Or a magical shop that sells enchanted items?
Yeah, there was I believe there was at least one little shop. I mean, you've got a wizard here. He's got to get his supplies somewhere.
And we were able to
True.
buy gems last time we were here because I bought.
Yeah, but was that from a jeweler though?
It was from a jeweler, but she had
Yes, it was from a
spellcrafting
jeweler.
appropriate stock, so like
Ah, cool.
Because I got diamonds for revivify, and then Void got like a mismatch of stuff for
Revivify.
revivify as well.
Because Revivify allows
Yeah,
for
yeah.
diamonds that can sum up to it, so I just got the cheapos.
Yeah, cool. Okay. I would like to head there.
What are you wanting to get? You can just message me, or we can roleplay shopping.
No, that's okay. I'll message you. And then I also want to find a blacksmith.
I don't have anything to shop for. I was just if there's a moment to speak with Alma while we're shopping, then yes.
Yeah, you guys can definitely have a conversation.
The only thing I would just... Oops, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
I was just going to say the only thing I would want to buy personally is just crushed up diamonds. Just 300 gold pieces worth. That way we have it already made for greater restoration. So we're not dipping into the diamonds I have for Revivify.
For sure.
So this is me.
And also, I guess, selling some stuff. So, for the scrolls, I'm going to pass a spell scroll of teleport to Edie. And then there's a water breathing and a jump. A chorus or Edie could cast either of these. Which would anyone prefer? Don't eat the scroll. Don't. No, not food.
It's storage.
She's making room to store the scroll.
Okay. I'm just imagining pellets
It's how
of
you
teleport.
learn the spell. It's how you learn the spell.
Ah.
Photosynthesis.
If you eat it, you just get to cast the spell forever.
Ah, I did not know that. I'm learning new things.
He's fucking Kirby in it.
How?
So water breathing and jump are the other spell scrolls that we have
Yes.
that both
I'm good
could be
jump.
useful.
I
As in-
can jump pretty high.
That's true.
Not as high as the jump spell, but I feel like Chorus likes to jump more.
I didn't know if it was worth having you be able to cast it instead of him having to cast it.
Yes. Oh, that is smart. All right, I will take all the scrolls, give them all to me.
Okay. Don't.
It's useful to hang on to those scrolls as well, because there may be a situation where I can't fly everyone.
Does she have to know how to read to be able to use the scrolls?
What?
Oh God.
What'd you say?
It's magic, it works.
It's magic. It works.
I said, does
She
she have to know how?
channels
Does she have to
her
be able to know
intent.
how to read to use the scroll?
I can read magic.
Oh, okay.
Ellie shows me how.
There you go. Okay.
There's also some potions that I've been holding on to, but we could divvy those up later. They're rather esoteric and niche, which is kind of our thing. There's also this, and I'll pull out the weird toupee that was on that fish man. We've talked about it before. It is cursed. It makes you very charismatic, but very stupid. But now that I
Would
can,
it make me stupider?
it would make you stupider.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. You can't imagine the levels of stupidity that someone with this hair can achieve.
I
Could
bet it's huge.
try it? Oh no, it's cursed. It's bad. You can't get it out.
It's cursed, but now that I can remove curses, we could play ball a little bit with stuff like this. So I didn't know if we wanted to try and sell it or just
We
keep
can
it.
sell it if you can find a buyer for it.
Yeah, you get minus
I
2 to
guess
your
I
int while you're
don't
wearing
need
it.
My int would be a 4.
But your charisma would be through the roof.
Your
I have
charisma
a
would be
20 charisma. I'd literally be walking around just like,
your charisma goes plus 4. It's not plus 2, it's plus 4 to charisma.
can you even have a 22 charisma?
If a magic item lets you do it,
If
yes.
an item boosts you can go above 20.
That's what I'm saying.
She definitely cannot read anymore. She can't even speak anymore. She can just go, hey, baby.
He becomes everything we hate.
Turns into Johnny Bravo.
I have the best spells. You don't even know about these spells. I have these spells. You'll love them.
They said they were the greatest spells ever spoken.
You're doing Christopher Walken. I don't know what's
I wasn't.
happening here.
I'm trying to avoid.
Ah, okay,
They are
gotcha.
excellent spells. So good, you don't even know. You just cast them, and people do the things. It's unbelievable.
Okie dokie.
I cast Cowbell.
Cabba.
Sinbar comes back. Look, guys, I found a new instrument to play.
How many applications did we make of the ED stick? Just one?
Yep.
It is now used?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
So
You still have the
Edie wants
stick. You
to-
just need more ink.
Yeah. Edie needs to do two things. She wants to go to a fabric/sewing store, and she wants to go to a place where she can get ink and gemstones.
So
Those are
yeah,
different places, definitely.
yay or nay on selling the Hat of Drumpf? I'm fine
I
either
would
way.
Sell
Yes.
it.
Okay, I'll
Sell
try.
it.
I will attempt to sell it. And Nemea, do you have any use for these? These are actually left over from when we went into the forest. And I have 4 solar flare flowers and 3 unicorn hairs.
Solar flare flower is just fun to say.
It is.
Say it 10 times quickly.
So nope. You did that as Yuri back then.
I did.
Don't-
I did. Suddenly having deja vu. I don't think solar flare flowers are an ingredient for any particular potion or Like, I don't need them for my herbalism kit to make healing potions, do I? They're not a part of that.
Dustin?
They're not part of any herbalism stuff. They were requested by the mage of the Thieves Guild for components for something, but they didn't tell you what they were going for. But they absolutely seemed to be something for them.
What if we
Maybe
experimented?
we can hang on to them and use them as bargaining chips if we need anything from the Thieves Guild again.
Sure.
Where are you guys having this conversation?
Walking and talking.
Probably in the streets.
Walking
Yeah.
and talking
Okay.
in the streets.
Looking for the enchanting shop, the magic inks and gems store, all that.
Or
Okay.
fabrics.
I didn't know if you were still
Reagents
staying in
are
Mike.
us.
I didn't know if you were talking in Micah's tower or okay.
No, I'd say we'd walking around and doing the things as we go.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not buying, I am attempting to sell some stuff.
I'm buying.
Perfect. Go ahead and just message me the stuff that you're wanting to buy for people who are wanting to buy. Void, I think this is going to be a conversation with some you're gonna have to do some persuasion to try to sell, at least to
Sure.
get a good deal on a cursed item.
Yes.
Just I'm told it's cursed.
Well, they're magic stores, you know.
Yeah.
they're
They
gonna
know,
have
they
the
have
ability-
to.
I'm not gonna. Void is not good, but Void is not evil. They're not gonna try and pawn this off as something good. Now, I understand that dealing with curses can be a bit tricky. However, if you're willing to commit to the bit, the fish that I saw wearing this, riz for days. Like, it's a lifestyle choice. You're going to have to accept that you're forgetting a few multisyllabic words, but you'll be a hit at parties. You won't be able to dance at them, but the people dancing around you, they will love you. Not necessarily you, just anyone you might sell this to. I'm just saying, the sales pitch writes itself. This is a very convincing toupee that doubles as a Riz amplification device. And I would just encourage you to see it as that sort of opportunity for profit.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's gonna be so low, I know it. Yeah. Oh, yay me. Void sounds so much more charismatic than they are. It's an 8.
It's a hard sell because it is
Cursed.
cursed, and it's such a curse because essentially the people who love you are going to love you, but everybody else is probably going to hate you. So it's a very limited market. I don't see a market for that here in this little community. I'm sorry. It looks wonderful. No, it doesn't. It looks pretty atrocious. Actually, it's
okay.
But
I'm not offended.
you might have better luck selling it in Saison. I hear there's a sucker born every day there.
We shall see. But I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being willing to entertain the thought. At the very least, can I interest you in a spell scroll of enthrall?
Yes.
Far
I'm
more practical,
enthralled.
less hairy, and much less cursed.
Let's say I'm enthralled by this idea,
Excellent.
and we will work out the negotiations of the cost here.
Yeah.
All right.
This is at
And
the
then-
enchantment shop.
This is at just a magic shop, yeah.
Would this be a place that I could buy my first item that I was after?
It could be a place where you could do that, yeah.
Secrets.
I will have to figure out the number on that, but yes, it would be there.
Sweet.
And then
It is there.
I've just sent you the prices. I'd already looked into it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
It depends on
Boy.
where you get it.
Let's just one give me a persuasion check, and that'll help.
Ah, because charisma's not.
Look, not my problem. You're shopping.
Is Edie flitting about, doe-eyeing everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use my LED
Advantage.
dice.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Edie's used that
Yeah.
50 gold piece bag, didn't she?
She gave it to Goddard for the plans.
You used the
Okay.
50 one. There's the 100 one that I still
There
have.
is the 100 ones. Yes, I just was marking off my money and I realized I still had 2 bags with you, and I was like, well, I've lost one of them. I can't remember.
Yep, the 50 one is gone.
Jill.
13.
Okay. So we will split the middle of that and say 250.
Okay.
All right.
Wait. Technically, I have exhaustion.
Then roll again.
Shit. Shit. No. That fast roll.
Great. Perfect.
So annoying.
Sorry. What was your second roll?
17.
Boy, that would have been better.
Yeah.
All right. So
Hello.
Void,
Disadvantage.
so you're selling the scroll of what in enthrallment?
Enthrall, yeah.
Jesus, I have more money than I thought.
Looks like
Every time.
so they would probably offer you 100 for that.
Only 100. Well, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, because they've got to mark it up for themselves to sell it back for
Yeah,
a
no,
profit.
I'm putting up. I'm picking up what you put down.
Tell you what, roll a persuasion check
I was
again.
gonna say, might I get 120? Times are tough here. Ah, dirty 20.
So he's like, you know what? I feel bad about not being able to get the other thing. I'll let you have it for. I'll give you 150 for it.
You are splendid, marvelous. Thank you. I will sing your praises.
Make sure you do it well.
I'll have someone else sing your praises. I'll write for them.
Ah, indeed.
We'll get Simba back.
Just to sing this song.
I do have a friend, very good vocals.
All right. What else we guys? What else are we doing? Alma, I know that Void wanted to talk to you, so
Mm-hmm. My business is pretty short, so I'll probably just be hanging out outside while everyone else is kind of in the shops and such.
I want to sell some mundane stuff, but it's utterly not interesting, so that could just happen like at any point in time. I'll just do the half PHB price stuff.
fair enough.
And I guess after selling the scroll, Void comes out, and while Nemea and Edie are still inside, working on Project X or whatever the heck Nemea has cooking. Alma, are you doing okay?
I'm fine. Got what I needed for the greater restoration, so we're set for Micah for tomorrow.
Good. You seemed like you had something you wanted to say back in Galefall, but never got the chance.
It's not important.
I somehow doubt that.
There's a lot I want to say, but it won't be good if I do.
Why wouldn't it be good?
To say I was angry after what happened in Galefall is a very big understatement. And the last time I got that angry, it did not end well.
How did it end?
I scared myself senseless. And let's just say there was a lot of destruction that happened too.
You and Nemea birds of a bat wing.
Oh, her wings. Except I made a vow to never do that to anyone ever again. And I kept that promise.
So it sounds like it'd be fine if you shared your feelings, because you made a vow and you wouldn't do that again.
I don't think you're correct.
Why not?
Because you're poking the bear, Void.
Oh no.
And the last thing I'm going to do
Is...
direct it at you.
You can direct it at me. I'll change my face. Would it make it easier to direct it at someone else?
That's not the point, Void.
Well, my point is that nothing gets solved if we don't talk about our problems. So...
All right. You want to know how I feel?
I do.
Nemea lost it in my home. My family got put at risk. What do you think was going to happen if you ended up having one of the people from one of the homes come out of nowhere hearing all the destruction and chaos? Who's to say she wasn't going to turn on one of them and see them as a threat?
Could have.
And you getting in the way of
Getting in the way of what?
you prolonged a solution. I wasn't eager to try and put a stop to Nemea because I wanted to. I saw it as a means to make sure everyone else in Gelfall was safe. And you. I was okay with getting hit, but to see Chorus go down and to see you...
I'm still here. I knew you and Edie had my back.
You willingly stood there like a martyr. You stood there and you took it. Almost like your life didn't matter at all.
I'm very familiar with that word because I called Chorus and Nemea that a lot. I was not a martyr. I was ready to teleport out if I felt like I couldn't take the hit. I knew that you and Edie were there backing me up. And in terms of prolonging it, do you not remember the spar where she took us and Chorus down when she wasn't like that? Against both of us trying to knock her out? Calmness is the fastest way. Unless you have something you're not talking about, some ace up the hole, I do not think it would have gone very well if you had antagonized.
Would you say the same thing if it was Demaresh?
Yes. I am fully aware of the situation. It's why I didn't even want to sleep inside of Galefall to begin with, because of the incinerator. Don't think I tread lightly and I throw my problems onto everyone else without a second thought. I overthink. I know what I'm doing. At least I think I do. I'm making the best guess that I can. Yes, someone could have walked out of their homes and we would have said, no, flee, run away. We would have stopped that from happening. Her focus was on whoever was closest, and that was me. So as long as I wasn't dead, we were fine. And I knew all of you had my back. It was just like the cave.
When I made a promise to help you, Void, I made a promise to you, and to Edie, and to Chorus. I didn't know Minamea yet. I see her as a friend of a friend. I see the three of you as my family. And the last thing I want is more family just... See, this is pointless. Getting you upset, getting me upset.
We were both upset to begin with. You're not getting us anything. We're airing out the dirty laundry. It needs to be done. If you don't see Nemea as a friend, just a friend of a friend, that's something for you and her to fix. You now know the ugly side. I suggest if you have concerns, figure it out. We'll help you figure it out, but figure it out, because we all have. At least I have.
Then maybe leaving Galefall was a mistake.
I hope it wasn't. You've seen Nemea like that twice. You've also seen Nemea like she truly is. Kind, caring, and protective person.
But there's a side that you don't seem to be taking into account, Void. You told me that when she went to the Temple of Ishki, she was very upset. The gods didn't talk to her. Ishki didn't talk to her. She wants answers, just like anyone would. But when that's left unchecked, it doesn't end well.
We don't know how it ends. That's a mystery left unsolved so far.
The last time I was that angry, I wanted answers too. And everything around me got destroyed. I accepted the fact that there just may be some questions I will never know the answers to.
Then maybe you're better off here, so that Nemea can learn from your mistakes.
I hope you're right.
I hope I am too. If you don't want to follow us anymore, if we're damaged goods, if you have a better life to lead in Galefall, then do it.
It's not that I have a better life in Galefall, Void. It's that I want all of you as a part of it, too. And maybe that's just foolish wishing for me.
If you want us all as a part of it, does that include Nemea?
I hope so for the future. But given how raw everything still is, I don't feel as optimistic about it in the moment. I hope you can understand why.
I can. She's terrifying and dangerous, and she was in your home. Could have hurt your family. I'd like you two to get right between each other. If you want us around for your future, your idyllic life, I see it better served as you being with us, making sure we don't kill ourselves. But if you want someone to be angry with, it's me. I'm not going to stop atoning for my guilt when I can finally do something. Just because you don't like seeing me get hurt. It's a small price to pay.
Small for you. Devastating for us.
Then hate me for it.
No. I don't hate you for it, Void. I'm sad.
Don't
That you
be.
think that physical bodily harm is the way to atone yourself for it?
If it helps Nemea not hurt anyone else, then yeah. I'd like her to not hit me. It's why I've built this fucking thing. It's why I've been practicing my magic. It's why I've been trying to get better at dodging. Why do you think I bought these diamonds? It's so that when I inevitably fuck up, you can fix me.
I don't always want to fix things, Void, just because I'm a cleric.
Then leave me broken.
No. I'm not doing that either. I care very deeply about you, Void. The last thing I want to see is you broken.
Nothing that's important about me is in my body. If she breaks it, chips it, scratches it, it doesn't matter. If you care about me, then you're going to need to accept the fact that I've made certain choices. And I'm not unmaking.
I just hope you might change your mind. But that's all I can do right now.
Maybe I will. I don't think I will, but maybe. But please, feel free to not like me for my decisions. I've decided I've most likely not meant to be loved, so I might as well enjoy being hated. It looks good on me.
I'm immediately gonna step towards Void and pull him into a very big bear hug.
Void waits a little bit and then hugs up as well.
Okay.
You're a bit of a bastard, you know that?
Very much so.
As someone who has lost someone very dear once and barely survived from it, you saying you're not lovable is about just as bad of a death as one of theirs was. And I'll actually lean up on my tiptoes and give a kiss on the forehead to Void.
Well, I'm willing to be wrong about a great many things.
Well, when you do decide you're wrong, I expect an apology hug.
And when you decide I'm right, I don't expect anything. Just let me know. It's always nice to gloat.
Don't you be coy with me right now in an emotional moment.
This is me being emotional. This is it.
It wasn't like that in the cave.
What do you want me to say?
I aired out my grievances, my fears, my joy. You felt it too, or empathized with it at least. This isn't you. It's far from you.
Or maybe it's just a part of me that you didn't know yet. Chorus is tougher than me, but he gets hit easier. Edie, same and even worse. Her magic's best left keeping me up. I am the best one suited to this. And not just because of my selfish reasons. I've made my decision on how to handle this, and if you don't like it, then that is just something you will need to deal with.
Just don't be scared, Void.
Of what?
When people start pushing away.
If it's not me, it's them. They always push away. I'll always ruin it.
Well, I don't believe that.
Why do you think I'm doing it?
From what you've told me, you did not have very good friends prior to all of us. It scarred you. I don't know most of your other faces, other than Nanashi and you. But we're all a little bit fucked. We're not the best, but we're a little fucked. We've all left lasting impressions on each other, though, that I think are for the better rather than for the worst. We all have so many problems to deal with. But I personally can't think of a better group of people to improve on. Be a better person with. That includes you, and I'll boop Void on the nose.
I know it does. I'm not being a martyr, I'm just trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to improve for once.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you've been improving quite significantly with the sharpshooting over the last few fights.
Yeah.
The sentimentality of certain gifts, and I'll show the signet ring, the Ishki ring.
Glad you like it.
You're there emotionally for Edie when Chorus had his temper tantrum, for lack of a better word, which was reasonable.
Meh.
Well,
That
you gave
wasn't
him what
reasonable.
for with the smack.
I just wish I was stronger.
You delivered the message regardless. And it sticks with him, too. You've been left with so few options to show how useful you are, or what an asset you would be. You just existing is the best thing that happened to all of us, Void.
Jury's out on that one.
Well, in the case of this, I am judge, jury, and executioner.
If you say so.
You're a good egg, Void.
You too. And I'm not looking to get cracked anytime soon, so please keep healing me.
Cracked? Peeled?
And if it was peeled, I've already been boiled. Which, after Razazro, maybe? I don't know.
I want to say
Very
it's a
least
euphemism. I want to say it's a euphemism, but it's not a euphemism. Either way. Regardless. I will do my best with tying things up with Nemea. I just hope that our friendship didn't get ruined from this.
No.
I don't have very many friends, Void, so this is a bit of a hard...
It's not ruined. I'm warning you now, I'll do it again if I have to. And I know you're going to look at me cross and you're going to say the same things I told Nemea and Chorus all those days ago, weeks ago, calling me a martyr, and that is your right. But I've made up my mind.
Well... hopefully, it won't have to come to that anymore.
Yeah. I hope so too. We should get back to the others.
Edie like flicks the group a message being like, "We're at the beach." And
Beach
when
day!
And when Nemea and Edie were done doing whatever they were doing, they've set out a blanket on like the grass above, like just before like the sand starts at the beach. And Edie's just like fiddling with all the new bits and pieces while we have lunch.
We've laid out a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Whole bunch of
charcuterie!
snacks. Dustin, you just
Charcuterie.
tell me how much gold it'll be to just get lunch for the day. We've got like a platter board.
It depends on like the exquisiteness of the spread. We'll say 3 gold.
Cool. It's an exquisite spread.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Thanks,
And with
man.
that, we're gonna go ahead and go to break, and then we can come back. Come back for lunch.
Yay!
So come back in 5 minutes. Make sure you go take your bathroom snacks with you.
Go get a charcuterie board.
Oh,
Go get a
Join us.
charcuterie board.
don't say I want one now.
I want one now too.
I'm gonna have to
Good.
settle for a protein bar and protein chips, guys. So that'll be close.
I have to settle for pistachio nuts again.
Oh,
Pistachio
you
nuts
like
are
it so
amazing.
much.
You know what?
And they're-
Just put
and-
anything onto a board and it's charcuterie.
That counts.
It's Lunchables,
Exactly.
but French. And we'll be
Got
back
it.
in 5.
There we go.
Maybe pick
Go
up some
back.
Factor 75 while we're gone. That'll hold you over.
And
See you-
support the thing.
The thing.
The
No,
thing.
Thing
All
for
of
you
the
guys.
things.
Your
The thing.
Kickstarter.
Spawners. Bye.
Go away.
5 minutes.
Hey. Sorry, I was responding to Haley in a message. Hi,
Hey.
everybody. I was looking down instead of up, so I didn't see the hand go down to cause my head to go up. You know.
Look where your hand be at.
You don't want to see my hand where my hip be at. Wicka, wicka, wild, wild. Welcome back, guys. In case you're just joining us, once again, why? But you missed out. There was some really some good moments. Some
Emotions.
there was some nut cracking, and some nut.
No.
Nope.
No.
There's some stuff that went on.
You terrify me with your improv sentences sometimes. I see it being built and it's in the shape of a dick, and I'm just like, stop! No, we know where this is going.
I'm nothing if not predictable.
Oh God.
When it comes to making jokes about the penis. I love you guys. So
Love
we
you
had some really
too,
good.
Dustin.
We had some really good moments of that. There was some light shopping. We kind of bypassed most of the shop stuff because that's not nearly as much fun. But there was some deeply heavy.
Just
stuff
two
that went
sad
on
beans
between-
talking their feelings out. So
Exactly.
two very sad beans.
And then we have now the beginnings of lunch party on the beach. Because
Charcuterie!
everybody has some charcuterie board going on, and so let's make it happen, Captain. We're back at the beach.
Cool.
Void will hand out the gold from having sold the scroll, so everybody gets 30 gold.
Ooh. Thank you.
I just heard a coin sort of noise. Did you include that?
No, that was probably.
Sounded like someone dropped a spoon.
It sounded like a 1.5-year-old chucked a spoon from a high chair in a different room, and it was so loud that it caught on the mic.
I see soundboarding work in her future for a word, just to be perfectly clear.
Excellent Foley artist. The sounds of like yogurt hitting a couch pillow. She's got that one down.
I'm sorry. I imagine the two of us would immediately have started walking and leading up
Yes.
to that point
Yeah.
with Void, so.
Get to the beach.
You two sing.
Full spread.
Oh, as if the warm day. I miss the warmth. Alma, your people are lovely. Had a fantastic time. Dying. It is so cold up there.
Now, as a reminder, the seasons are changing. It is getting into fall and stuff like that. So
If it is
not
above
like-
50 degrees, I am treated like this is a near orgasmic experience for Void, being not frozen to the bone.
Yeah. I'm like I feel like the sun feels like it hasn't been out for ages
Yes.
because it's just been so windy and cold and all of those. So it feels like we're getting sun on our skin for the first time.
I imagine it's still like coming into autumn or something where the days are still nice, but the evenings and night have a bit of a chill to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is fine. I'll take the day when I can get it. And Edie is just distracted with sewing at the moment.
Oh.
As you guys are all sitting there.
I'll plop
too.
down. Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're fine. Talk, damn it!
I'll plop down and I rip the boots off to put my feet into the sand. And even if it's cold sand because of a sort of lukewarm day, it still just feels good. What are you
It'd
making?
also be reminiscent of Emerish, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are you making? Ian?
Oh,
So like you look down at the skirt that she's been wearing since Nemea was arrested, which is still the formal dress that she's been wearing, and it is like torn to crap. There's like she's made pockets in it, but it really is not like she's got 2 pockets. It's not enough. So she's making herself a new skirt / dress at the moment. So she's just sewing away. You can see that she's like got a belt. She's wrapping like purple ribbon around it, and like a dark blue sort of color. So she's gone brown, dark blue, and purple, and she's just sewing and putting things together, and she's a bit distracted. Kind of like every now and again she'll like, without even looking, like hand over to the platter and like just pick up whatever she can grab first. It's just like And then back to it again.
Are there beverages?
Sure. I brought us pink lemonade.
Ooh.
Delightful.
It's beautiful for this nice, warm day in the sun.
It's a good
Yeah.
haul.
And Edie's gonna be there for the next 6 hours sewing.
Unless given a reason to, Void's right there. Like, what? This is heaven.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor would have been on the rug to begin with, eating and whatnot, and then she's moved away onto the warm, not far, like just enough so she has room to like lay down. She can't lay down on her back, obviously because wings. So she's laying down on her back. She's spread her wings out over the sand, and she's sort of like
On her belly, you
something.
mean?
Yes, yeah. Sorry, that's what I want to do. I want to be at the beach right now. So yeah, she's laying on her belly. She's opened up her wings and sort of just enjoying the warmth beating down on her. And she's contemplating going for a swim.
I must say, I don't think I've
Beach
ever.
music is so nice. I want to go to the beach.
I don't think I've ever.
Definitely gives off Final Fantasy vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You've never been to the beach. Did you not come here last time?
No, just as far as the dock, at least. And I'll be taking sips of the pink lemonade. And we don't have any lakes up north, so.
Oh, what? God. Let me show you something really. Edie's gonna pop down everything. She's just like, no, I don't want to put down my project, but I also have to do this. And so she finds like some sort of like water receptacle and starts like pouring it into the sand, like in an area near us, so it like becomes that mass. And she's gonna start building a sand castle, so Alma can. And she's like gesturing over. She's like, come here.
All right. And I'll put the glass down and I'll walk over. So is there a way to really do this?
I like pick up a clump of sand and I just pop it into her hand. And I'm like, shape it.
With magic or?
You can see Edie's like doing it as well. She's like patting it into like a cylinder to make like a tower sort of thing, and she pops it on the sand.
Almost
shape
just
you up.
gonna awkwardly like pat it like where it's completely uneven and it's just not looking smooth, and it looks like a half-ass snowball of sand where it's got like the lining and stuff, kind of like the Uncrustables, and it's just not, it's
He like puts her
this?
hand out like, perfect.
and I'll
she
put it in
pops it.
Edie's hand.
Yeah, cool. So she like makes it like a tower. So she digs a tiny little like archway out of it just to make like the door. And she's like, it's beautiful. She continues making a castle, and then gets back to her project. Distracted me.
Oh man.
You know, for growing up on sand, we didn't make that many sand castles.
Really?
What?
Well, it'd
That seems like a crime.
be a terrible faux pas to dump water out in the desert and use it as a construction aid for a temporary shelter. I just hadn't
very
thought about
weird.
it until now.
Yeah, I'm using salt water, if that's less offensive to you.
It's not offensive to me at all. Sorry, I didn't mean to cast this as a negative. Like, this is a very enjoyable and fun. We would do this when we went to the beach, because then, yes, you've got ocean water.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Is there a beach where you are from?
On the edge of the continent. Not really where I'm from. Home is pretty far inland.
Same.
Are there oceans in the Feywild?
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess why not. Yeah,
Same places there are oceans here, I guess.
interesting.
In the midst of a final sip from Alma's glass, it actually shatters in her hand. And there's just glass shards that are just kind of poking out from the middle.
We use plastic cups around water. It's all good. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, it's a safety thing.
Reuse,
Where did the glass
recycle!
come from? These are plastic bottles.
I figured it was...
No, it's fine. If you want to smash a glass, you can smash a glass.
I don't
just
know.
want
We're
to
in the
be joke.
fantasy world. I don't know if plastic exists. I figured
it
everything
doesn't.
was raw.
We don't use plastic. We're environmentalists.
We use incredibly recyclable glass. Actually, it is recyclable.
It
It is recyclable.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we crush that down further, it'll just become part of the sand.
It's just sand again. But Olma, are you
See?
okay? What happened?
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm just gonna clean it out in the ocean, just to desanitize it a bit. And I'll get up and I'll start walking off towards the edge.
I have bandages and a cleaning kit.
I think I'll take that. Thank you.
Sure. Come here.
And I'll head over towards Nemea.
Sit up, brush sand off myself, and I will pull out my, just for flavor, the herbalism kit.
Doggos.
Takes out a fire and like sanitizes her hands, sterilizes it.
Oh my
No,
god.
I'll have like sterilizing alcohol and stuff like. But I'm definitely going to need to restock my herbalism kit after this. And
Sorry.
no, it's fine. I've been whittling down on it for ages.
89 episodes or something.
Yeah, I haven't restocked it in a hot minute, so that's something else I should do today. We'll sit down and she'll clean the wounds very carefully, pick out all the shards. She's, again, very, very thorough. And again, Nemea is a big woman, like exudes strength, but her touch is very gentle. There is no unnecessary pain. Like there's that little sting, obviously, when the glass is removed, which is completely unavoidable. But otherwise, Alma feels no pain. And then once Nemea's, and she's very particular about it, like she's looking at it, rotating your hand, making sure, looking at it at all angles. And then when she's finally satisfied it's clean, she'll wrap it, but it doesn't just go around your palm. She takes the extra time to actually weave it around and in between your fingers so it doesn't move, and even a little bit down the wrist to make sure like nothing gets in underneath it. Like very thorough. Because I imagine there's like a bunch of lots of little dots, so like just going around a couple of times is not going to keep anything secure nor in place when you use the hand. So she's making sure it's properly bound.
I had to change in class, guys. I'm a monk now, so it's
That armor's
Nemea
really
is now the
getting in way.
cleric.
I'm a pugilist.
Reminds me of like Hot Shots Part D, when he dipped his hand in the caramel and in the sprinkles and stuff like that.
We're Upsword clerics.
a bunch of failed clerics. Thank you. Nemea.
All atheists
Yep.
know.
You're welcome. I didn't see a point in wasting magic on something like that that I can help with, so
It's a valid point. I should be apologizing to you, though.
why?
Haley actually has food.
You have nothing to apologize for.
No, I think I do. Look, you and I don't think have had the most... Maybe the word would be pleasant interactions between us. Back in Galefall, when you went primal, I saw you as a threat.
I was. And I'm so sorry.
Nothing happened, thankfully. But
No, it did. I attacked you.
no, that's not what I'm referring to. When you lost it, I was trying to keep you away from the village because I was scared of all of the what-ifs. Not really taking into account that you don't particularly like turning primal either.
I completely agree with what you were trying to do. Lead me away from everyone.
Well,
I get it.
Void kind of stepped in my place, so to speak. They
By
were the
bringing
reason.
my attention back to them.
Mhm.
I need to apologize to them too.
Well,
And Chorus when he gets off the toilet.
Lay on Hands would have paid for itself by now.
Greater
Chorus-
Restoration isn't gonna fix that either.
The character assassination of a poor guy who's just having to deal with
Conlin's
some
not gonna
rental
watch
car
this
nonsense.
episode.
That's
He's not gonna
true.
watch this episode.
That's
so.
fair. Fuck him.
They insisted that they made the decision to be the barrier between us and you. And they seem very dead set on it.
I hate that plan.
I tried convincing them of that too, but I don't think the two of us will come to an agreement on that.
Perhaps we can.
What do you mean?
I feel like Void and Edie are just sitting there like, you realize we're right here,
No,
right?
we'll have moved away. This would be private. Little eavesdroppers.
Stealth check. What do you mean by we?
I completely agree with what you were trying to do and take me away from the village. It was smart. I know what's happening when I'm like that. I can see you all. But I just go into this weird fight or flight response and I can't tell the difference between friend or foe, even though I can see you. So, if I turn on anyone like that, and maybe Void's not there, or I have taken them down, do what you think is necessary.
Well, what I thought was necessary was not exactly good on your end. And
It doesn't matter when I'm like that.
you should have a say too. And I mean a non-detrimental say. Because so far, Edie is the only one who does not have a near martyr expectation on herself.
I don't. That's the thing. I don't want anyone to be a martyr because if I if I kill one of you, I'm just gonna move on to the next. It's happened before.
Before I came on board, I assume.
Yeah, back in Saison. It's in the past, don't worry. And no, I shouldn't get a say when I'm the problem.
You're not the problem, dear.
Really?
No. We've all been thrown into this very cataclysmic, apocalyptic nonsense beyond... Well, I would imagine none of us would have said yes to this little expedition willingly. You want answers. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm too familiar as to what it's like when you don't get what you want. For answers. It does not end well. So?
I know.
Void and I had a small chat. Maybe I can help you. With the not-so-fun side of accepting things for what they are. In the event you don't find the answers you want.
How so?
When I lost Orion, I blamed Boz. Screamed to the heavens asking, why me? Why did it have to be him? I found out very quickly what happens if it was left unchecked. And seeing as how you don't particularly like to lose control, maybe I can help you with that.
I'll take whatever help I can get. I want to get rid of it.
That's the hard part, dear. Sometimes you can't. So instead, you learn to live with it. Not cope, so to speak, but you accept it.
Alma, I've been living with it all my life.
So, you're already halfway there. You've had it your whole life.
I've accepted that it's there. I can't deny it.
It's not a matter of denying whether it's there or not. It's that you might lose control. You will lose control.
Yeah.
But when you do, you have another plan. And we'll figure it out.
What other plan? What do you... Maybe
guess
you
I'm
have
getting-
spent a little too much time with Void.
I am getting cryptic again, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
You know they care about you very much.
And I care about them. Everyone.
Not in that way, dear.
Yeah, I know.
And how do you feel
I'm-
about it?
Is this really the time for that conversation?
We're airing out our dirty laundry, so to speak. I did admit I was going to put you down in the event you did get violent in Galefall. I can only think it's going to be an even trade.
Totally valid, though.
That's beside the point.
Honestly, it scares the ever-living shit out of me.
That they care? Or that you care too? In that way?
Both.
Mm. Almost like how I was too with Orion. You get past that stage after a little bit.
You and Orion didn't have the risk of ripping their throat out.
Well, there were other things that I was more concerned about with him.
I don't think I want to know. I mean, I want to know, but I don't think I want to know. Tell me.
They are not exactly for virgin ears, dear. And I'll actually boop Nemea on the nose this time.
What makes you think I'm a virgin?
Just a thought.
She had her eyes closed to the entirety of strip club. She doesn't know what happened.
I do love the dynamic switch here of all this in the pedals dude, and now like, you can't handle this saucy truth, Nemea.
Yeah, like, what?
Does she not know about the chick being tied up by leathers and the...
You know what I did as a profession, right?
Well, I didn't see through the majority of it, unfortunately, so...
Yeah, I noticed. A little offended.
Still trying to work through that part. Seen flesh outside of a medical setting, I mean.
But you're okay with talking about... or not talking about sleeping with other people?
I just know love when I see it.
Whoa, I wouldn't go that far.
No?
Not yet.
Well.
Your hands all done?
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if it starts to tingle or gets sore.
Sign
If
of
the
an infection.
dressings... Yeah, if the dressings get dirty or come loose, let me know. I'll fix it up. Oh, I should check on Chorus's arm too.
Maybe we
I'll do
need
that
to
when he
give
comes
him...
back.
Yeah. He may not be in the mood for examination after the... well, whatever it is he's going through at the moment. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Just
If I had have known, I
shopping
could have
followed
brewed
by
him some tea.
Random
there were
shopping
teas-
filled with runs to the outhouse.
Like, there were interventions. I don't know why he didn't say anything. Anyway,
It's a bit of an embarrassing topic, I think.
it's natural. I don't think any bodily
Over by a
function...
tree, like squatting. And she just joins the
See?
group again.
Maybe we
no,
should.
no. Bodily function should be a taboo subject.
Maybe we should head back to the others then?
Yeah, I think I might go for a swim.
Well, you go on, dear. You deserve it.
And I will. I'm gonna take off my boots, I'm gonna stay decent, but like I'm gonna take off like the bigger, heavier items that are just gonna be annoying, and then
Taking a
dive
Thunderbird
into
into
the-
the water may be a bad idea. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, all of that's left on the beach.
Electroshock therapy.
Maybe that's what she needs.
Yeah.
Edie, do you want to swim as well?
Not really. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Not my strong suit.
this is not a wisdom saving throw.
True. Persuasion is an egg 1. 13.
I can
I'll
see
hold
you
your
from
hand. Okay.
here. Okay. And I will come to the water's edge and let it like go up to my knees.
So it's like 3 inches of water.
Yeah.
She's not that little. And yeah, I'll be holding your hands like mother and child. Like, it's okay.
I imagine the hooves like
Squeal
kind of sink in the sand pretty easy.
No, that hooves would be great for sand. They've got
Mhm.
that wide
Even.
surface area. Yeah.
Something else. I don't know.
It's like that, like, but my feet keep getting like sucked in because I'm going so slowly. So I'm like having to like out every step.
Or it's not the quicksand like we experienced on the island.
Yeah.
Edie, do you not know how to swim, dear?
I can swim.
But
Well, and Edie kind of like stops in the water where she is and like lets go of one hand so she can like face Alma, and she's like, "Well, I drowned once nearly, and it was very scary. But if I can touch the ground, it's not so bad. Water gives me the."
That's the sound you make when you're underneath it.
That is
Mhm.
funny. I was gonna say that is what water is.
Yeah, I
Can't wait for
remember.
Taylor to try to transcribe that.
And when she's talking about this, you
Watch
actually
me.
see like the happiness and sweetness of Edie kind of like disappear a little bit, and she gets like somber, before kind of like shaking it off, and then it's like plastering that smile that you used to back on her face, and she goes back to like facing Nemea.
Okay. Not a topic to talk about. Are you joining us, Void?
Maybe. I'm enjoying the sand, but the best way to feel heat is to get cold and then come back. So yes, I will.
Mm-hmm.
And Void will eschew the mimic cloak and like all taking the armor bits off and joining in.
Edie had already taken everything off pretty much, I think. So she's and she also took her armor off, by the way.
Oh, the bark armor.
The bark armor, she's going to
Oh.
reset the design of it when she puts her new clothes on.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
she's taken it off.
Cool.
That off as well. She's just having a nudie run.
Once we're all in the water and
Children.
sort of sticking to the She's covered in fur, no one can see.
And again, it's fall, so nobody else is really at the beach in the water. It's just a you guys thing.
Edie
Yeah.
doesn't have any shame
Um,
anyway. She doesn't understand body shame.
There's no shame.
It's never
here.
been imprinted on her. It's never been brought up to her.
almost back at the charcuterie board like this.
I'm coming
She's
too,
like-
guys.
Like Edie like turns around, she's like, "Boom, where are you? What are you doing?"
Nice and perky again. Oh, never mind.
They're all
Cutting
perky
glass.
again.
Yep.
You're cutting glass.
If
There's
there was-
the glass. Yep.
If
Yep.
there was any doubts as to whether or not Greater Restoration worked,
It
absolved.
worked.
Are they bigger?
Yep.
No, they're just up. They're just up now. Without
Gravity
the
no longer controls them.
Yes. She can finally take
Gravity's
the
master.
armor off without them falling to her knees.
Doesn't have to roll them up to put them into the bra.
Whole new meaning to
Um,
roll for initiative.
Once Edie sort of finds her confidence in the water, Nemea won't take her past her, like, Edie's knee depth, like, no pressure whatsoever.
She probably gets up
She
to about her
will?
waist, I think, at this point.
Okay.
Feeling
Whatever
a bit
depth
more
Edie's.
comfortable. Let's see how she's doing. Yeah, no, she's doing. She's actually feeling quite good with all of you around. It's a definite different situation than what she's been in before, so it's like isn't crossing over too much. And with the more water that you guys have like been helping her experience, like on the boat, when we had to actually swim underwater as the animals, even though she could breathe, that like helped
Acclimate.
It's all been helping acclimate Edie to back into the water again.
Exposure therapy.
Exactly.
But yeah, once we're doing that, I'm gonna like flick my tail into the water and sort of splash it at Void.
Void was doing the on the back, like suspended float thing, and just oh joy. It was gonna submerge, and then I will shift to where I've got like webs everywhere, and come up like everywhere, just like huge giant.
Cheater.
Yes, I will 100% changeling cheat. Just drench both Edie and Nemea.
I'd like you to roll for splash, please.
Into gills?
I could.
It's aesthetics.
It's aesthetics, yeah.
But,
I can make them look like I have gills,
breathe.
but I can't breathe underwater.
And I could say, for the sake of water, like, it's still hands. It's not affecting anything. So I could say he could have bigger hands that would splash more water, because he can change size. So absolutely, that would.
I'm
be fine.
increasing the surface area of the wavitude, but that's I'm not gaining a swim
Give
speed.
them webbed hands. This isn't breaking anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. I was just curious. I thought about it for a second. I was like, wait a second, can you just? But no.
Roll for fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a
please.
water fight. Roll for fun.
I had a 4.
So much fun.
I'm not having very much fun at all.
All of you are having
I'm
a great
making
time.
a dex
I just wanted
saving
to
throw
have a
for
dice roll.
Edie. Oh no.
Oh, that would have been better.
Edie's drowning.
Oh, I have advantage on those. That's another 7.
And you're
And
exhausted.
that one's 14.
Oh, but that doesn't
Why
affect
are
your
we
space.
rolling
That
for
doesn't.
It was still
splash?
7.
I was joking.
I know.
I said I was rolling
Yeah,
for
no, I have. No.
I just wanted a dice roll. We haven't rolled dice in a long time. It's a dice rolling game, so roll for fun. Yeah. And every roll was fun. It doesn't matter what you rolled.
It was. True.
Edie got a little bit too far out and then just like started tiptoeing and like realizing that she's like getting closer, so she just starts like walking back in.
Roll for saltwater congestion.
She got a 2.
Seeing a little bit of panic set in on Edie, Void's gonna like, oh, I can actually do this here, and is gonna submerge and then like come up underneath Edie and hold you on their shoulders. Because in the water, you weigh less, so I can actually like, even though I'm a weak little bean, I can actually do this now.
Yay!
Aww,
There you are.
Cute. I love it. Thank you. I appreciate
Real
it.
heroic stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can see for miles like
Heroes.
this.
Yes, I can. I'm
I
almost
can
as
show
tall as
you the
Nemea.
world.
Even though I'm
Actually,
probably
on Void's
towering over
I'll
Nemea,
see.
like, but I still am like, I'm almost as tall as Nemea.
Almost.
Almost.
Getting
I
there.
could so water wrestle. You two be me in the water.
Just a great time. We just have
Put
fun
Alma up
time.
on your shoulders. Good thing Corus
Nope.
isn't here. He'd be dumping all over you guys.
Almost
Good
staying
idea.
like on the beach and just watching
No.
everybody. I'm exhausted still.
Irresponsible
I died
adult.
2 days ago.
I think it was
Yeah,
3
once-
now.
It's 2 right now. So after tonight, it'll be 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
once
having a
all-
fun time.
Yeah, once all that's finished, get back out of the water, lay in the sun again, let the body dry off and the clothes before getting dressed again, and then I
Void
don't have
turns-
to RP this.
I was gonna say Void turns into Tabaxi and joins Edie in the fur shake off.
First shake off.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, I don't have to RP it, but restocking my herbalism kit, and if I'm able to get like dried fruits or powdered fruits and everything like that as well. And then I want to find a blacksmith or weapons store.
You're gonna weaponize dried fruit?
Yeah.
No, I want to restock this and then go to
Okay.
I think I accidentally cut Nemea's shopping RP short when I was like, we're at the beach now!
Yeah.
No, not at all. No, not at all.
I was like, I'm
But,
hungry
like
for lunch.
even before that, we could have done that before that. But yeah, herbalism kit, and then I wanted to buy a shield as well.
Okay. We've already kind of discussed those costs before, so you can just take that out.
Beautiful.
I know I'm getting real wibbly wobbly timey wimey with this, but we fast forwarded to like y'all coming back to Edie and Void after the convo. Is there any way I wanted to talk to Edie while y'all were away?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Oh, go.
Okay.
Yeah, shopping would have taken several hours and whatnot.
I'm talking on
Go
the
for
beach. So like y'all two are over there doing like the bandaging up.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting there. You're sewing. I'm sharpshootering.
Rewind.
Rewind. Edie, do you think I was stupid for trying to be the tip of the spear with Nemea?
Is that a euphemism?
Technically, yes. It being taking her attention, being the one she was focused on.
No? I mean, I was also trying to do the same thing, right? That's why I didn't do anything and just tried to talk to her and stood by her so that at least it was someone better than nothing. And then I got the idea of falling down.
That was a good idea. Yeah.
And I mean, it worked, but it didn't calm her.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it... how long it would... If we all fell down, how long it would take her to just go find someone else. You know what I mean? Whether or not... How quickly that happened. But... yeah, being a punching bag is what kept her with us, right?
I guess that was kind of my fear, was if she didn't perceive any threats and felt like she could just run away, how far away would she go? Where would she... like, I guess she came back. I don't know. I worried in the moment, and so I just stepped in.
When she ran away, it was after she dropped out of it, right?
Yeah.
So I think that as long as she only leaves when she's herself, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know if her running away in Primal would be different. Or...
yeah, I figure she could probably make it pretty far and attack other people. It wouldn't take long for other people to bring up arms and start going back at her, and then
it could just escalate.
Exactly. So I think that you did the best thing. Seeing as, you know, you've got literally all us around you to help you up if you need it. And you've got healing yourself now.
I do.
Which would be such an interesting image to watch you shoot yourself.
I have considered
you know
it.
what I mean? Yeah, right? Just make sure you've got it on the healing part when you do, okay?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I think that you did the right thing. I think that right now we need to do what's best for Nemea until we can get a handle on it. And until then, she's our responsibility. She's our family, so... yeah, we have to take care of her, make sure that she's safe, make sure everyone else around her is safe. Just like she takes care of us, you know? When she can.
When she can, yeah. Which is more often than not.
Yeah, and that's the important part, right? Like, everyone's got their own, like, chorus at the moment. He's actively pushing us away because he wants to deal with what he's dealing with alone. We just can't let him do that.
Yeah.
We need to show him that we're here. And even though it's different, it's still just disappearing into yourself. And that's what Nemea does. And I think as long as we're there for each other, it'll be better, right?
Yeah. I hadn't thought of it of disappearing into yourself, but that's, yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it, though? Because it's one thing to put it into an idea, it's another thing to practice it.
About being being attacked.
Being the punching bag, how it I imagine it takes an emotional toll on you to have someone that you love and care about attack you with no thought. Can't feel good even though you know that there's nothing behind it, right?
Maybe because I know there's nothing, but it didn't feel bad. It hurt. No, and you actually see like a little bit of like tear welling happening. It would be way worse if I did nothing. If I just ran again.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Because there's 5 of us, Void. It's not just you and versus Nemea. It's all of us, yeah? And if you need to run away, you can run away.
No, I can't. I won't do
Yes,
that
you
again.
can.
No, I can't.
Why not?
If
What happened last time?
sent her to that fucking prison.
What do you mean? Stead sent her to the prison. Nemea outed her her secret identity in public, and Stead found her and caught her. If you want, I could tell you all the things that I could have done that probably could have helped and saved her, but we did the best that we could in the situation. I don't understand.
We did, I guess.
You were right there, with me.
And I could have been right there instead of her.
No. Do you see how personal it was? That wasn't them looking for somebody, that was them looking for someone. And waiting.
And by the time they
For
figured
Nemea to
out it wasn't
appearance.
her, she would have been gone. And the dragon wouldn't be that much closer to the surface. It's just...
Lots of what ifs, Boyd.
Sorry. I'm dwelling in self-pity. Those what ifs hurt a lot more than being the punching bag.
I think you need to separate the two. I think you need to think about the what ifs as if you just don't know. You don't know how, what, when, where, or what could have happened in any of those situations. You're... what is the word? You're putting these ideas on a pedestal as if it would have changed everything. And it might have changed something, but it couldn't have been perfect. That's just not how life works.
I know you're right.
Oh, I know I'm right too.
You're very smart.
I'm wise. I understand feeling guilty and wanting to and wishing you could have done more, been more. But if you continue to live in the past, you'll never see the future in front of you.
I wouldn't say it is living in the past. It's just... I hate thinking that I could have made it better. Not even... I know I can't know.
Yeah.
Just thinking that I could have. And now I know that I can stand in front of her and not just go down like a sack of bricks. I know I can do that.
But
so if I don't...
how did you learn?
Well, planned and then did it.
Yeah, but you needed to get yourself in the situation to begin with. Test it out, see what happens.
Yeah.
It could have gone the complete opposite way, yeah?
Could have.
And then you would be sitting here thinking, what if you hadn't done it? What if you'd done it a different way? Yes? You
don't
say
think
that you
so.
love to overthink. I like to think about the thing that happened. And that we are now getting to sit here on the beach with a beautiful picnic, and we're all together, except for Chorus. I hope his belly's feeling alright. But
Maybe he ate one of the
If
bones.
you hadn't- maybe only I can do that.
Yeah, only you can do that.
If things hadn't happened exactly the way they happened, who knows where we would be right now. And I wouldn't change any of that because I'm here with you now.
That's fair. That's more than fair. That's very true.
And I just want you to love yourself as much as I love you.
Well,
'Cause
I
you
don't know if
deserve
I'll...
it. But that's okay, because I'll make up for it. No more bad... I'm not even going to let you say that bad comment.
I didn't think it was going to be bad. I'm trying. I'm trying to love myself.
Aw. Good. You got that 20%. I'll cover the other 80 until you're ready.
That's perfect. At least
We're
give me
in the love.
50-50.
No,
I got 50.
you can... You got 50?
I think I got 50.
Okay. I'll trust you with 50 for now. But I will take it off of you if you show that you're not up for the job.
If I'm mishandling that 30 that you're not totally sure of, then you could take it right back.
Absolutely. I've got infinite love.
No, it never even occurred to me to be hurt by that.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Because like you said, I know you're... Even if I do screw up, all of you are behind me.
Mm-hmm. If any of us screw up, we're all behind each other.
Yeah.
That's the point, right? Of being friends!
Indeed. Of being family.
Mm-hmm. Found family's the best family.
Thank you. I'm just gonna like lean over and like side hug Edie. Not wanting to mess up their sewing.
No, I
same.
like rest my head down onto your head and like do that like shoulder to head squeeze for a moment, and then I go back into my sewing.
And now fast forward.
Now we fast forward back
Time
to-
streams are resolved.
Am I finished sewing?
I mean, are you sewing an entire outfit? Because it takes quite a while probably to
It's
sew
gonna
a full
take
outfit.
me a minute.
So
Yeah, I
we
don't-
probably head back to the tower just to like kind of tuck in for the night after all the emotional damage all of us have taken in. Probably.
Is that the plan? As you're going to head back towards Star? Okay.
Probably.
As you are walking, leaving the beach, and you're all traveling together, you see a ship start coming into port. It looks like it's taken some damage. Nemea and Void, roll me an intelligence check.
Would history apply?
History would be applied, yes.
Okay.
No, it's the same thing. 13.
22.
Actually, Void, you weren't actually there.
Damn it! And they had such a high roll.
I was
This is-
because
Twice
I'm trying-
you fucked me over this way. I think I
But
was
I will
there.
say- but I
If
will
I'm-
say- I will
if I'm
say-
remembering what you are thinking this is, I think I was
you
there.
weren't there from when the ship came in, but you would have seen the person, so I will give you that still.
Okay, this might not be what I think it is.
The ship has taken some damage. From what, you're not entirely sure. But it looks like it's pulling in, possibly to make repairs. And standing on the bow, you see a elven male, short-legged sailor pants, shirt removed right now. He's topless. As he's sitting there yelling at people on the deck of the ship. You vaguely remember him from Balantor, the first mate of the Wavemaker, Sillin Zethreli, the person who reportedly is responsible for the assassination of Gormar. And we are going to end today's session with that.
Oh.
Oh.
He got us. He got us.
That's the one that killed our friend.
No, that was Wyvik.
Wyvik did the deed.
Did the deed.
Sillin
was
was
the-
hired him.
Sillin was the one who did it, who wanted him.
I'm queuing up the nautical and combat music, baby. You can't. We're going long.
Why
Conlon,
is
I'm
he
sorry.
here? Why is
He
he
cast Fireball.
I think Dustin's cutting in and out. Oh no. Okay, there we go.
Oh, there.
Dustin's back.
I mean, I was here the whole time for me at least, but who knows?
Rage.
Did I do it again?
No, you're good.
You're good.
Okay, wow.
We did it.
Yeah, you
Good
did it.
episode.
Good job, guys. Good episode. Got all the feels.
And still a
Guys,
lot of feels left over.
It's like 4.5 months till Gen Con.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited?
We are going to see each other at Gen Con. We are going to cuddle, like poly puddle, the whole thing. Like it's all.
It's good.
We've got a
there's been a
9-bedroom
lot of
house.
promises
We're only
made.
gonna use one. You
A
know
lot
what I'm
of
saying?
a lot of flippant comments made in the Snapchat. Let's see how many of them are seen through.
Wait, what
It's a-
comments?
It's a 9-bedroom house, but we're only going
Don't
to
worry
use
about
one.
it.
Guys.
Don't worry about it.
I'm in the same group. What fucking comments?
I'd be paying attention.
Yeah, she didn't pay attention.
Gotta read between the lines. It's not for your virgin eyes.
3 girls, 6 hands. I don't know.
Whoa.
What is this, Nico Robin smut?
Thank you
It's
for joining
not
us.
How many?
We're gonna raid.
It was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Join us
I
for the
would like to
raid.
raid.
We will
Don't
see
shit
you
where you
later.
eat.
Don't shit where you sit.
Remember, don't shit where you eat.
Don't shit where you sit, people. It's words to live by.
Now that's a euphemism.
I would like to raid.
Yes.
So let's do that, guys. Next week, hopefully we'll be here. I have to call tonight to see about jury duty starting for a trial tomorrow. So I'll know here within like the next hour or so if I have a trial to go to tomorrow. But I'm still on call for the rest of the month, even if I don't, unless they say, hey, you've done your time. So we'll see. But for now, we're going to be back next week. That's the plan, to do more of this.
And if we're not,
and-
we'll be doing a one-shot that's been voted on by the patrons. So
Do we know what that is?
Yay!
if you'd like to sneak in some last-second votes, join the Patreon over at
I've
the
got
For the wrestling one.
Dude,
I would be so
No,
stoked
I
for
want to
wrestling.
do that one. Don't do that without me. God,
I'm
no.
just saying, Dustin. The poll is about what happens the next time we can't do Vengalia. Like you're gonna sit here
No,
and think
I
that you have
wanna
a chance to play. I'm
wrestle.
sorry.
I'm gonna wrestle.
I want to wrestle.
I want
Wait
to be
for-
a wrestler, guys.
We'll wrestle
You're the
at Gen
DM.
Con.
If you're not here, we don't do Vengalia.
That's different wrestling.
We'll wrestle at Gen Con, Dustin. We talked about this.
Fine. I'll wear my underwear for that one.
I'll get the
No,
olive
your
oil.
perineum bra, remember?
Yeah, you beat
All
me.
right, so until next week, love yourself, love everyone else. And until next week, are you ready for more tales?
Always! Don't shit where you eat. Goodbye!
Bye, everybody. Euphemism. Raid. Ta-da.